Hey there, and welcome. Have you ever stopped to think that maybe the real key to healthy aging isn't in some complicated routine, but right there on your dinner plate? Today, we're going to dig into the incredible science that shows how the right foods can be your best defense for a long, vibrant life. So, let's get into it.
So let me just start with a quick question for you. When you think about staying healthy as you get older, what's the first thing that pops into your head? A new exercise plan, maybe? A certain medication? Well, what if I told you that the most powerful tool you have is actually your diet?
To really understand why food is so incredibly important, we first have to take a quick look at what's actually happening in our bodies as the years go by. It'll help set the stage for everything else.
Yeah, it's a really common concern, and honestly, for good reason. It's just a fact that as we get older, our immune system can get a little bit weaker. That can make it tougher to shake off a cold or bounce back from being sick. Research from places like Tufts University confirms this, which is exactly why giving our body's defenses a little extra support becomes so important.
And, the stakes are pretty high. A big scientific review points out that about 1 in 5 of us might face a cancer diagnosis in our lifetime. Now, I know that sounds heavy, but it's not meant to scare you. It's the reason why having this conversation about being proactive with our health is just so critical.
Okay, so let's shift gears from the challenge to the solution. This is where we get to be in the driver's seat, and it all starts with what we put on our plate.
I love this quote from an MD Anderson wellness dietitian because it just cuts right to the chase. Look, no single superfood is a magic bullet, but our overall eating habits and keeping a healthy weight, those are some of the most powerful tools we have for our long-term health, period.
And this right here, this is a huge mental shift. A lot of us hear the word diet and we immediately think of all the things we can't have. But I want you to try thinking about it differently. Think of it as your body's personal defense strategy, something you're actively doing to protect yourself every single day.
So, what does this defense strategy actually look like in practice? Let's get specific. We're going to start with some of the smallest, but seriously mightiest foods you can find: seeds.
Let's kick things off with flaxseed. This stuff is an absolute nutritional giant. It's like a triple threat for your health. First, it is loaded with these amazing antioxidants called lignans. Second, it's got a ton of fiber, which is so important for digestion. And third, it's packed with those famous omega-3 fatty acids that are amazing at fighting inflammation.
So how in the world do those lignans work? It's actually a pretty cool process. When you eat flaxseed, the good bacteria that live in your gut get to work, and they transform those lignans into brand new compounds. And what researchers are finding is that it's these new compounds that might be the real heroes in helping to lower cancer risk.
Now here is a really important tip from the Mayo Clinic. If you want to get all those incredible benefits, you have to go for ground flaxseed. If you eat the seeds whole, they can just pass right through you without being digested. Grinding them up is what unlocks all that nutritional power for your body to actually use.
And hey, flaxseed doesn't get to have all the fun. Sesame seeds have their own unique compounds that have shown some promising anti-cancer properties in studies. And you can't forget about pumpkin seeds. They are a fantastic source of zinc. Remember how we talked about supporting our immune system as we age? Well, zinc is absolutely vital for doing exactly that.
Okay, from super seeds, let's move on to the might of nuts. Another one of those small foods that can have a huge positive impact on our health.
This chart just says it all, doesn't it? In a clinical trial, all people had to do was add a small handful of almonds to their diet each day. That's it. And the results, they were amazing. Look at this. Their bad LDL cholesterol went down, which is great for heart health, and at the same time, their levels of vitamin E, which is a powerful antioxidant, shot up by over 8%.
So almonds are definitely a winner for that antioxidant vitamin E, which acts like a bodyguard for your cells. But don't just stop there. Macadamia nuts are loaded with healthy fats and other special plant compounds that research suggests can help calm down inflammation all throughout the body.
Okay, this is all fantastic information, right? But the big question is, how do we make this part of our everyday life without it feeling like a chore? Well, that's what this last section is all about.
Here are some wonderfully simple tips from MD Anderson to keep in mind when you're at the grocery store. First, just try to choose whole foods over the super processed stuff. Make whole grains a priority to get that fiber. And hey, don't sleep on the freezer aisle. Frozen fruits and vegetables are packed with just as much nutrition as fresh. And finally, just try to be mindful of picking foods that are known to help reduce inflammation.
And if you take away just one thing from all this, I hope it's this. This is not about some crazy overnight diet makeover. It's about the small, smart choices you make consistently, day in and day out. Sprinkling some ground flax on your yogurt, grabbing a handful of almonds, those little things really do add up to huge health benefits over time.
So the power to shape your health as you age is truly right there on your plate. I'll just leave you with this one question to chew on. Based on everything we just talked about, what's one simple, powerful choice you're going to add to your plate this week? Thanks so much for watching.